Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to learn how to use a multimeter at home. A multimeter is super useful for troubleshooting electrical issues and testing circuits. So, if you're ready to become a multimeter master, let's get started. First, let's talk about what a multimeter is. A multimeter is a device that can measure voltage, current, and resistance. There are two types of multimeters, analog and digital. Today we'll be focusing on digital multimeters. Why? Because they are more common and easier to use. Connect the probes into the terminals. Usually red probe is positive and black is neutral or common. Right terminal on multimeter is for testing voltage and resistance, and left terminal is used for measuring amperage. Let's start by measuring voltage. First, make sure your multimeter is set to the correct voltage setting. For most household applications, you'll want to use the AC voltage setting. Now, touch the probes to the 2 points you want to measure and the multimeter will display the voltage reading. Let's test the electrical socket. Testing from neutral to hot should be around 220 volts. Testing from ground to hot should be around 220 volts. When testing neutral and ground, it should be 0 volts. Now, let's switch to the DC setting. We will try to measure the battery voltage. So, let's test this battery from 1.5 volts. It shows 1.49 volts, so this battery is okay. Batteries with voltage 1.35 volts or less should be replaced. Let's try another battery from 9 volts. We will switch to a higher range. It measures 8.47 volts. This battery will work properly. A 9 volt battery should be considered dead if it does not read at least 8 volts. Let's measure resistance. Switch the multimeter to the resistance setting, which is usually denoted by an ohm symbol. Keep the red probe in the voltage input and the black probe in the common input. To measure resistance, touch the probes to the 2 points of the resistor and the multimeter will display the resistance value. Our resistor has 990 ohms. Last thing today, let's check extension cable. Now we'll check for continuity between the prongs of the extension cable plug and the corresponding sockets on the other end. Continuity means that there's a complete electrical connection between 2 points. To do this, touch the red probe to one of the prongs of the plug and the black probe to the corresponding socket. If the multimeter beeps, it means there's continuity, which is what we want. Repeat this process for all the prongs and sockets. And that's it. Now you know how to use a multimeter at home for measuring voltage, current and resistance. Let's go over some tips and safety precautions when using a multimeter. Always start with the highest range setting and work your way down to avoid damaging the multimeter. Always disconnect the power source before measuring resistance or current in a circuit. And double check the settings on your multimeter before taking a measurement to ensure accurate readings. Now you know how to use a multimeter at home for measuring voltage, current and resistance. With this handy tool in your arsenal, You'll be able to troubleshoot electrical issues and test circuits like a pro. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.